It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus.
Mastering emotions with Stoicism. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of an emotional storm during critical moments? Be it a heated debate at work, a tense situation at home, or even when facing your own internal conflicts? Imagine if you could control these overwhelming emotions instead of them controlling you. This is not just a hopeful thought but a practical reality offered by Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches the mastery of emotions through understanding, resilience, and virtue. In this video, we will explore 3 powerful Stoic techniques designed to help you take control of your emotional life. First, we will examine how Stoics view emotions, not as direct responses to external events, but as outcomes of our judgments and beliefs. This understanding can transform our emotional reactions from impulsive to thoughtful. Secondly, we will delve into building emotional resilience by practicing premeditation of potential challenges, which prepares us to respond calmly and effectively, regardless of the circumstances. Lastly, we will discuss the cultivation of virtues such as wisdom and courage, essential for maintaining emotional stability and integrity. Whether you're struggling with daily emotional ups and downs or seeking a more profound change in how you interact with the world, Stoicism offers timeless tools for better managing your feelings. Join me as we explore these techniques, drawing on ancient wisdom to solve modern problems, ensuring that you not only face life's challenges more calmly but also emerge from them stronger and more composed. Let's begin this journey to emotional mastery, embracing Stoic practices to not just survive, but thrive in the face of emotional adversity.
Section 1. Understanding emotions through Stoic eyes.
Understanding emotions through Stoic eyes. As we continue our exploration into Stoic philosophy and its profound impact on emotional mastery, it's crucial to begin at the foundation, understanding our emotions from the Stoic perspective. Stoicism teaches that emotions are not just spontaneous reactions to the world around us but are primarily the products of our own judgments and perceptions. Essentially, it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but the views we take of them. This Stoic view is anchored in the concept of impressions, or phantasiae. These are the initial information or stimuli we receive from the world, what we see, hear, and experience. However, these are not full truths but merely impressions that our mind then interprets. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This encapsulates the Stoic invitation to pause and analyze these impressions before forming a reaction. For instance, consider a scenario where you receive criticism at work. The initial impression might trigger a surge of defensiveness or anger. In this moment, the Stoic practice involves stepping back and examining this impression. Is this criticism a personal attack, or an opportunity to learn and improve? By shifting the perception, the emotional response transforms from one of anger to one of gratitude or at least acceptance, altering not just your feelings but potentially your career trajectory. Another example can be found in personal relationships. Imagine a friend has not returned your calls for several days. The immediate impression might lead to feelings of rejection or anxiety. Yet, by applying Stoic reasoning, you might consider alternative explanations. Perhaps your friend is simply overwhelmed with their own issues. With this revised judgment, worry and sadness can shift towards understanding and patience. Stoics also emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what is in our control and what is not. Our perceptions and judgments are within our control, thus we can choose how to interpret and respond to the impressions we receive. This is a powerful tool because it means that no external event can directly compel us to feel any particular way. Our emotional state is the result of our chosen response. This approach is not about suppression or denial of feelings but about understanding their origin and choosing a rational and beneficial response. It's about making a conscious decision to not let initial impressions dictate our emotional lives. This is liberating, as it places the power back in our hands, allowing us to navigate through life's challenges with a steadier, more composed mind. By practicing this Stoic examination of impressions, we can significantly alter our emotional landscape. Over time, this practice not only helps in managing acute emotional responses but also cultivates a deep-seated resilience and equanimity. It shapes a worldview where tranquility and emotional control are not just aspirational but achievable. In embracing this Stoic method, we equip ourselves with a vital skill not just for occasional use but as a consistent approach to life. This profound shift in how we perceive and react to the world doesn't just alter our emotional responses. It transforms our entire life experience, fostering a peace and clarity that enhances every aspect of our lives. As we move forward, let's delve deeper into how we can develop this emotional resilience further, preparing ourselves to face whatever life throws our way with calmness and rationality. This will be our focus in the next section, where we explore the Stoic practice of premeditation of adversities, an essential tool for building a robust emotional fortress.
Section 2. Developing emotional resilience.
Developing emotional resilience. Building on our understanding of how Stoicism teaches us to interpret and manage our emotions, we now turn to a potent Stoic exercise known as the Premeditation of Evils, Premeditatio malorum. This practice serves as a strategic tool for fortifying the mind against the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. In essence, it involves anticipating potential challenges and rehearsing rational responses to them, thus preparing us to maintain our composure and rationality in the face of adversity. The idea behind this exercise is not to dwell pessimistically on potential misfortunes but to consider them thoughtfully and prepare oneself mentally for various outcomes. This method does not promote anxiety but rather inoculates the psyche against the shocks and surprises that life can sometimes bring. It's akin to a fire drill. By rehearsing how to act in case of a fire, people are less likely to panic and more likely to remember the rational steps they need to take when every second counts. For instance, imagine you're preparing for an important presentation. Instead of merely hoping for everything to go smoothly, you engage in premeditatio malorum by contemplating what could go wrong, technical difficulties, tough questions, or even an unexpectedly tough audience. By thinking through these potential issues, you can plan effective responses and strategies, such as backup materials, prepared answers to possible tough questions, and methods to engage a reluctant audience. This preparation not only alleviates anxiety but also equips you with a toolbox of responses that can be calmly executed if needed. Applying this practice in personal life could mean considering how you would handle the loss of a job, a medical emergency, or an important relationship undergoing stress. By mentally rehearsing your responses to such scenarios, you condition yourself to focus on your sphere of control, your actions and reactions, rather than external circumstances beyond your control. This not only enhances your resilience but also embeds a deep-seated peace, knowing you are as prepared as you can be for life's uncertainties. Integrating premeditatio malorum into daily routines can be done in a measured, unobtrusive manner. One practical approach is to set aside a few minutes each morning to reflect on the day's potential challenges and mentally rehearse how you would like to handle them. This could be as simple as anticipating a stressful commute and deciding in advance to use the time productively by listening to an audiobook or practicing mindfulness. Alternatively, when facing a significant upcoming event like a job interview or a difficult conversation, take time to visualize various scenarios and plan your responses. Another effective method is journaling. At the end of each day, reflect on any difficulties that arose and how you handled them. Consider what challenges might arise tomorrow and how you might better respond. This not only reinforces the day's learnings but also primes your mind for future resilience. Furthermore, discussing potential difficulties and your planned responses with a trusted friend or mentor can provide additional perspectives and insights, enhancing your emotional preparedness. This social aspect of premeditatio malorum not only broadens your understanding but also strengthens your support network, an essential component of emotional resilience. Through regular practice, premeditatio malorum transforms from a mere exercise into a fundamental aspect of one's Stoic lifestyle, embedding a calm and prepared state of mind that is unfazed by life's fluctuations. As we progress to the next section, we will explore how cultivating Stoic virtues plays a crucial role in this framework, further stabilizing our emotional environment and enhancing our overall well-being. This holistic approach ensures that emotional resilience is not just a reaction to adversity, but a proactive and sustained state of being.
Section 3. The role of virtue in emotional control.
The role of virtue in emotional control. As we deepen our exploration into Stoic practices for emotional mastery, we arrive at a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, the pursuit of virtue. Stoics assert that virtue is the sole good and true source of happiness. This perspective significantly diminishes the emotional sway that external events can hold over us, as it shifts the focus from what happens to us to how we respond, anchored in virtue. The Four Cardinal Stoic Virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, are not just abstract ideals but practical tools that guide our everyday actions and emotional responses. Each virtue offers a path to greater emotional control and, ultimately, a more fulfilled and balanced life. Wisdom is the virtue of knowing what is good and what is evil, what should be chosen and what should be avoided. It involves practical wisdom or prudence in handling daily situations. For instance, wisdom enables us to discern whether our emotional response to criticism is proportionate and appropriate, or whether it is an overreaction based on false assumptions. Cultivating wisdom means committing to lifelong learning, reading, reflecting, and engaging in thoughtful dialogue about the nature of things, including our own experiences. Courage in Stoicism is not just physical bravery but also the moral courage to face any situation with integrity and resilience. It involves confronting fears, uncertainties, and discomforts, whether in standing up for what is right or in managing our anxieties about the unknown. To foster courage, one might start by tackling smaller challenges that cause undue fear or hesitation, thereby gradually building a robustness that applies to both minor and significant life events. Justice refers to the right interaction with others, rooted in fairness, kindness, and community-mindedness. It guides us to act rightly by others, thereby influencing our emotions towards empathy and compassion rather than anger and jealousy. Practicing justice involves considering the impacts of our actions on others and striving to contribute positively to our communities. This can be as simple as ensuring our responses are not just self-serving but also considerate of others' well-being. Temperance, or self-control, is perhaps most directly connected to emotional regulation. It is the virtue that moderates our desires and impulses, including the impulse to give in to negative emotions. By practicing temperance, we can maintain a balanced state of mind and resist the pull of extreme reactions, whether it's in response to success or disappointment. Integrating temperance into daily life can start with monitoring and moderating our responses to everyday pleasures and irritations, consciously choosing moderation over excess. To cultivate these virtues in day-to-day life, start by setting small, achievable goals aligned with these principles. Reflect daily on actions and decisions, asking yourself how they align with the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Use journaling as a tool to track progress and setbacks, learning from each to foster better habits. Engage with a community of like-minded individuals who are also committed to living virtuously. Such engagement can provide both inspiration and accountability. In addition, meditation and mindfulness practices can be tailored to reinforce these virtues. For example, a meditation focusing on gratitude can enhance our sense of justice and community, while one that centers on our fears can strengthen our courage. As we continue to integrate these virtues into our lives, they not only become second nature but also fortify our emotional defenses, allowing us to meet life's challenges with equanimity and poise. The pursuit of Stoic virtues is not merely about personal tranquility. It enriches our interactions with the world, creating a life that is robust, balanced, and deeply aligned with the highest goods. In our conclusion, we will recap the powerful Stoic techniques and virtues we've explored, underscoring how they interlink to forge not just a strategy for emotional control, but a comprehensive philosophy for a well-lived life. Embracing Stoic mastery over emotions. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic strategies for mastering emotions, we reflect on the profound insights and practical techniques that Stoicism offers. This ancient philosophy provides a robust framework not just for managing emotions but for leading a life marked by resilience, wisdom, and tranquility. We began by understanding emotions through Stoic eyes, recognizing that our feelings are primarily products of our judgments and perceptions. By learning to pause and evaluate our initial impressions, we gain the ability to transform our emotional responses from impulsive reactions to thoughtful actions. This shift is foundational, as it empowers us to meet life's challenges with a calm and composed demeanor. Next, we delved into the practice of the Premeditation of Evils, a Stoic exercise that prepares us for potential adversities by mentally rehearsing rational responses. This technique not only diminishes the impact of negative surprises but also enhances our overall emotional resilience, allowing us to remain undisturbed by the vicissitudes of fate. Furthermore, we explored how the cultivation of the Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, strengthens our emotional control. Each virtue offers a unique contribution. Wisdom helps us see the truth of situations. Courage allows us to face them without fear. Justice directs our actions towards the greater good, and temperance maintains our balance in both thought and action. By integrating these virtues into daily life through simple practices such as reflection, journaling, and mindful meditation, we can develop a steadfast character that not only withstands but thrives in the face of emotional storms. The pursuit of these virtues isn't just an exercise in self-control, but a path to a deeply fulfilling and meaningful life. In embracing these Stoic teachings, we equip ourselves with timeless tools that are as relevant today as they were in ancient times. The journey towards emotional mastery is ongoing and demands practice and perseverance, but the rewards are immense. As we cultivate a Stoic disposition, we find ourselves capable of navigating life's complexities with grace and fortitude, ensuring that our emotions are always within our command, not commanding us. Let this journey be one of transformation and discovery, as we apply the wisdom of Stoicism to create a life of peace, purpose, and profound emotional intelligence.